I can't catch it either. It's okay. I'm listening to this Miles Davis album because this is exactly how I feel right now. Kind of blue. More like really motherfucking blue. That's the follow-up album. You know, sometimes I fantasize about that fan, like, crashing down and just killing me. Does anybody ever fantasize about things like that? Like, I've always been obsessed with death. You sifting through the bullshit? Yeah, it's all bullshit. Oh, you want the ball. I thought that she was gonna talk some shit about all these ads. She's telling me to stop paying for health insurance. That's what she's saying. But here's the thing. I pay health insurance, and I literally had a fucking meltdown just reading all this paperwork that they sent me because I'm actually trying to use the health insurance. It's not like car insurance where, you know, you like file a claim and then they take care of it. And I really believe that it's because, like, they can prove that you have an automobile, you know? Like, if you're in an accident, typically there are 2 cars involved, right? So, it's not that complicated. But when it comes to your health, that's extremely complicated. So they have this fucking form that you have to fill out. And then I gotta get medical records. All to receive services for something that they claim I'm paying for, you know? Maybe I'm just stupid, y'all. I mean, more and more I really think that I'm just dumb. And I don't know how to take care of myself. You better not lose it, damn it. She always loses her toys. They go under the fridge. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Sorry. That wasn't much of a throw, was it? And no, I haven't read most of those books, in case you're wondering. Even though teddy bears love to read, yeah, well, Amy Gross doesn't have the motivation to do it. I like reading, though. I like doing it, but I get too distracted, and I'll get excited. Whenever I read information, I'll get really, really excited. Dude, I made this whole, like, pillow bed. Is my life pathetic? Should I just kill myself? Here's the thing. I accept that things are shit. And I accept that I don't feel good sometimes. And responding to the criticism that I received recently by somebody that I know adores me and thinks that I have a lot to offer. When I am the most happy, or the happiest rather, if you want to be grammatically correct, when I'm the happiest, I'm usually not documenting it, okay? Because I don't believe in that. I mean, I don't think that whenever you're happy, I mean, okay. Okay, let's talk about sex, since that's everybody's favorite subject, at least in the comedy circles where I do stand up. Um, Whenever you come, do you take a picture of it? That's so funny, dude. That's hilarious. But really, though, you can't document satisfaction. You just can't. There's no way to properly do that. You know, like when I see people really happy, or when I see like a parent like embrace their kid, or a couple that's excited to see each other, or they kiss or something like that. We don't take pictures of that. That's why I hate weddings. Okay, because it's all fake. It's like just everything that we do is like encouraging this fakeness. And I mean, you can talk a lot of shit about me, but if there's one thing that I'm not, it's fake. Okay? And I think that that's why I'm so offensive. But I realize that I obsess about things. Like, yeah, you can say that I'm obsessing right now. Like, there's no way to win, you know? It's like the same thing that they do to people that they think are alcoholics. They say, if you don't acknowledge that you're an alcoholic, you're in denial. Well, I can attest to the fact that I was most definitely an alcoholic. But there are plenty of people that I met in AA. They're probably not alcoholics. They're just going through something, and they drank too much. They ended up getting a DUI, and now they gotta go to all these fucking meetings because they're court ordered. And, you know, I've always said that it ain't no good if it's forced. Like, it's not for real. If you don't desire to do it, it's not going to work. That's why conversion therapy doesn't work. And even then, you can't fix the hormones. You can't give yourself more testosterone or more estrogen, you know? I mean, there are pills for that, but it's not real. She's telling me not to pay the bill. That's what she's actually saying. Hey, don't eat that. But yeah, this pillow bed is amazing. I think that life is the most misunderstood thing. And I go out of my way to try to understand things. And I know that I can get really stuck on certain aspects of my life and other people's lives. Maybe I'm like just like everybody else. I'm just doing the same thing. I'm trying to like peg people, you know? So how am I any different than some fucking asshole, that's determined to like make everything about, a particular religion or a particular race or a particular political party. They do that so they don't have to think more. But just to let you know, I do think about these things that you're saying. I just don't think it changes. I mean, I'm 37, okay? I'm about to die. That's what so many people think that are young, you know? But I feel so old. Like, the
mileage is like thousands and thousands of years. Like longer than life itself, you know? I think about that a lot whenever I like recite the Nicene Creed. The Divine Liturgy. Begotten, not made, of one essence with the Father, by whom all things were made, who for us men and for our salvation came down from heaven and was incarnate of the Holy Spirit and the Virgin Mary and became man. A lot of people don't understand that, and they think that we worship some, like, I guess it's polytheistic. That's what they say. It's a common criticism that I hear about like traditional either Catholicism or Orthodoxy. It makes sense to me, okay? If it makes sense to me, I'm gonna do stuff that makes sense. It doesn't have to be explained logically. And if you try to explain it logically, you're gonna fall short. Because faith is based in emotion. It's not based in logic and reason. I mean, I can be objective enough to say that about it. And Christianity is a communist religion. So, sell all your possessions and give to the poor. I really don't know how else to interpret that, dude. I mean, I guess you could say it's socialist. But socialism doesn't work. If you actually apply the community to the ism, it works out really, really well. And you have all these breakaway societies and hippie communes and the Amish. Hello, the motherfucking Amish. But we don't need the system needs us. And I do ask myself the question, Amy, if you didn't have the world to piss on, would your life have any meaning? Well, of course, I would focus on God. I'd focus on all the good things. I know I would. Because I'm really happy a lot of the time. You know, just hanging out, making music. Like when I focus on God, I'm happy. Like legit. And it doesn't matter like all the crap in the world. But I still get sad though, man. And I don't think that's wrong to get sad. I feel like our emotional nature, and I'm not just speaking for me, and I'm not just speaking for women, I'm speaking for human beings in general, that we're supposed to feel the fuck out of things. And we're really doing ourselves a disservice when we don't. And yeah, I know that I have like more of a threshold for, you know, sadness and you know, focusing on the horror show. But you know, that's okay. Like I just don't think that's wrong. I guess I have a difference in opinion on the way that I look at things in relation to emotions. So I was reading about something in relation to ASMR. I wish I needed to be motivated to write these things down, but I'm just not. But I will say, hold on, I'll show you. Hi, I have this notebook, right? This shiny notebook. There's your ASMR fix. There it is. And I'm gonna get my cat fix. My die alone fix. Right here. I'm gonna be crazy and die alone. Well, loneliness is... I think that loneliness is good. I really do. And I don't think of it as a cope. But I know that with anger, like, yeah, that definitely seems like a cope. Like any time that you're mad about something and you're like, it's better this way, you know? Like, that definitely sounds like a cope. But when it comes to sadness, though, I don't see it that way at all, because I actually think depression is a good thing. I think that depression means that we see the truth.
It's just, if you let that get out of control and you don't leave the house for extended periods of time, and you don't bathe, and you don't take care of yourself, and you don't interact with other people. See, this is what I'm gonna do. See, Kaluma. Okay, I stopped there. But this is my attempt to like write stuff down that I read, and then cite the source. So whenever people ask me, but let's see if I actually do that. But yeah, I think that it's all about keeping things in check. The longest that I'm willing to go in my depressive state is just, okay, I'm not gonna like interact for like a whole day. You know, I'll take a day. I hate it when people say mental health day, but I guess that's what it is. It's more of a mental unhealth day. So you're like purposely just allowing yourself to feel bad. And you know, just doing what I'm doing right now. Creating a pillow bed and listening to Miles Davis with your cat. Why wouldn't you have a cat? I'd love to get a dog. I'd either get a bulldog or a pit bull. Pit bulls are way less expensive, probably because the chance of you getting your limbs gnawed off are a lot higher, so they're cheap. It's true. It's fucking true, though. They're like such a common rescue dog, okay? Because a lot of the time they literally are being rescued from dogfighting rings. So, I don't know, I love pits. But I haven't been attacked by one, so that's why I still love them. I'm sure if you're attacked by any dog, you probably don't like dogs anymore. You know? And I think that that's the issue with people and their psychological makeup as well. It's like people allow themselves to be scarred for life based off of a bad experience they've had. And I mean, I get that. Whatever happened to me a long ass time ago that I don't even recall. Maybe I'm just lying to myself. Maybe I'm just making things up. I don't think that I am, based off of the experience I've always had, but anything could be possible. Well, I guess I've always carried that with me, huh? See, I rape myself, okay? I don't need to lie on a couch. Like, I've created the couch right here. This pillow couch. So, I am a woman in, like, maybe 5 different regards. So, one of the things I was reading about in relation to ASMR was, like, there are other types of responses, like your body responses to, like, physical stimuli in different ways. So you can have two or three senses working in conjunction with each other. So people that hear colors or they see sounds, like they attribute one sense with another sense. I do that to some extent. But everything that they were talking about just sounded schizophrenic. Because what is schizophrenia? You know, hearing and seeing things that other people don't hear or see. I mean, you could say that about so many things, though. You know, in relation to psychology, I know that it's not black or white. But what's funny about the internet, though, is that it's proving, like, just how extreme those people are, though. Because, like, I have friends of mine that I'm convinced are, like, you know, borderline or, probably also schizophrenic.
but it's definitely gray, and I think that you can like go in and out of mental illness, just like with alcoholism. Okay, and that's the problem with labeling everybody an alcoholic just because they drink too much. That doesn't mean that they have a disease or they have an allergy to alcohol. Maybe they just have an allergy to facing themselves, or they have an allergy to like a particular social setting. And they use alcohol to cope with that. You know? Maybe. I really do appreciate criticism, though. Because I typically agree with it. I know I definitely have blind spots. Somebody else tried to tell me that. Yeah. Well, when I was watching my channel, I was like, dude, I sound like all these people I hate, but it's like I'm just coming at it from another angle. I know that I'm not a narcissist because I have too much empathy to be a narcissist. But I know that I can be narcissistic about that. Like, I know that I can ooh and ah over the fact that I don't get dopamine from nothing. Except me. I get excited about things that I read. And then I look up a bunch of stuff that's based off of that. But the thing is, though, and I guess this is why I could never go along with particular politicians. Like, right now, I'd probably go along with somebody like RFK, you know, because he's conspiratorial enough for my liking, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. What's his main thing? Okay, what's his main thing that he's been opposed to since the 90s? Like, he's pretty consistent. So, I think about that a lot. Like, when I was a kid, I was against that stuff because it didn't make sense to me. Like, why would you get injected with something trying to raise your immunity? Like, it just, why don't people just trust the process? Like, why would they trust something that they take in order to, like, fix? I just don't believe in that. I don't think it does anything but, like, cause more problems, even if it might fix a temporary problem. And you see this with, like, you know, ibuprofen or whatever. You know, you take ibuprofen and that might temporarily relieve you of pain, but, you know, in the long run, it's really bad for your body. So imagine getting injected with something that's supposed to increase your immunity. It just doesn't make sense to me. If it makes sense to you, fucking do it. Take all of them. Take all of them for me. You know, think about me. Think about me when you get that sticker. And I'm not trying to be mean, because I realize that that's their conscience. You know, if their conscience is going along with society because they think that that's what they're supposed to do, then I'm wrong to be like, no, you're wrong. But they can control consciousness. It's going to be super easy for them to convince people to do things that don't make sense. What's up with my eyes? I look like an alien. I am an alien. Aliens listen to jazz, apparently. This friend of mine said that he swears up and down that he was abducted by aliens, and they probed him and all kinds of shit. And he said that their favorite genre of music is jazz. So, doesn't that explain so much?